Welcome to this sixth video of Mathematics Part 1, Lesson number 3, Polynomials of Standard 9. In our previous videos, we have seen what do we mean by a polynomial, which are the terms in the polynomials, what is the degree of the polynomial, what are the coefficients of the terms of the variable in the polynomial, as well as we have seen the types of the polynomials depending on the power of the or degree of the polynomial or number of terms in the polynomial. As well as we have seen the standard form, index form, coefficient form of the polynomial and operations on the polynomial. In the operations we have covered the addition, subtraction and multiplication of polynomials. Now in this video we are going to first recall what is the how do we do the division of polynomials. After this recall, we will learn some more new methods of division of polynomials. Okay, so let's start with the recall of the division of the polynomials. Let's recall first how to divide by a monomial. Okay, let's see the first example. This is the first term 5x cube, which is divided by x. Now the dividend is 5x cube, which is a monomial, as well as the divisor is also a monomial, only x. So let's see how to do this. So 5x cube, if it is divided by x, if we write in this numerator upon denominator form, then we can use the law of indices. What is the law of indices? If a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to gives us a raised to m minus n. So using this law, when the base is same and when there is a division, we have to do the subtraction of the index. Okay, so here in the numerator we have 5, which will come as it is. There is nothing to divide by to 5. Now x cube divided by x, so x is to 3 and then x is to 3 minus this is power, no power means here it is power is 1. So here your answer is 5x squared. Okay, so this we have done in the form of numerator upon denominator, or simply you can say we can cancel 1x with one of these 3x in the numerator and the answer is 5x squared. Okay, now if we want to show this in the division form, normal division form, how can we show? Let's see. So the divisor is x and the dividend is 5x cube, which we have written over here. Now what should be the quotient such that multiplication of the divisor and quotient should be equal to this term? So here what we should write, for this we can do this rough work, that if 5x cube is divided by x, what is your quotient? As we can see here it is 5x squared. So if you write here as a quotient 5x squared, by multiplying these two we can get 5x cube. And now after writing this product of these two, we know that in normal division also we do this subtraction and this will get chain, sign chain, and this will get cancelled and then 0. So here you get the quotient is, okay, is 5x squared. Remainder is 0. Okay, so your answer is, for therefore you can say 5x cubed divided by x, your answer is 5x squared. So these are the two different ways in which we can show this division process. This was for dividing a monomial by a monomial. Okay, now if it comes to the binomial is divided by a monomial, how we can write, let's see that. Okay, let me rub this part. So when it is 4x squared plus 3x, it is divided by x, and now if we want to show this in the division form, okay, so the dividend will come here 4x squared plus 3x divided by x. Now as we have two terms here in the dividend, we have to divide this by divisor to each term individually. Now first we have to think what should be the quotient such that the product of the divisor and quotient should be equal to 4x squared. Sometimes it becomes difficult for students to visualize and to get what should be in the quotient form. A very simple thing you can do here, a small tip or smart tip I would like to give you, that divide this first term with this divisor. If you divide 4x square by x, what you will get? Now 4 is as it is, x square when divided by x, you will get it x. Okay. So 4x is the quotient. So means what? If you multiply x with the 4x, you are going to get it 4x square, which is the first term of your dividend. So here if you write this quotient part 4x and the product of this is equal to 4x square. Okay, for subtraction you need to change the sign. 4x square minus 4x square, you get it cancelled, you get 0. Now take this plus 3x term down. Okay, so what should be the 3x divided by x, what should we write in the quotient form? So here if you take 3x, okay, plus 3x, this is divided by x, the quotient is x will get cancelled, the quotient is plus 3. Now along with this sign you should write this plus 3, because if you don't write sign, then that we will not get a binomial. Okay, so you should write whatever sign, required sign in this between these two terms. So plus 3, if you multiply this plus 3 into x, we get it plus 3x. This is the product. Okay, so plus 3 multiplied by x is going to be plus 3x, which is equal to this required term. Now for subtraction, changing the signs, okay, means when we subtract, this plus minus becomes minus. Okay, we can write this here also, and this gets cancelled, remainder is 0. Okay, so what is your quotient? Okay, this is your quotient. Therefore you can say 4x square plus 3x. If you divide this by x, your answer is 4x plus 3. This is your quotient, and if you want your remainder, this is your remainder. Okay, so this part is called as quotient, and this is your remainder. So this way we can divide a binomial by a monomial. Okay, now let's go for the third sum. It is 5x square minus 7x. We have to divide it by x square. Now let's write the dividend, that is 5x square minus 7x, and we have to divide it by x square. Now what should be written in the quotient such that the product of x square and this should be 5x square. Now you can see easily that here you have x square remainder. So you have to multiply by just 5. So if you write 5, the product is 5x square. Or you can do the rough work part. If you want, you can do it. X square gets cancelled, it's 5. So 5 into x square, you will get it 5x square. Subtraction, changing the sign, 0. Now taking minus 7x. Okay. Now already you have got the constant term, which is generally the last term of the polynomial. So what can be the next term? Okay. Now here you have to see that you can divide by this divisor up to you have the term which has x square. Means the degree of the divisor should be equal to the degree of the term in the dividend. Now here if you see, this is the dividend, second term of the dividend, where the degree of this term is nothing, means it is 1, and the degree of the divisor is 2. Now this degree is lesser than this, so we cannot go ahead. We have to stop here. This is going to be taken as the remainder. Okay. Generally also, when we divide certain number, say 15, if we are dividing by say 4. Okay. So if we divide 4 3s are 12. The remainder is 3. Now we can say quotient is 3, remainder is 3. Of course we can take after decimal 0 and we can get answer in decimal point. But if we don't want into decimals, then when this number is lesser than this, we stop the division process. Okay, and nothing is there to take down also. That's why we have to stop here. Like that, here also in the division of polynomials, when the degree of this term is smaller than the degree of the divisor, we have to stop the division process. So here the quotient is 5 and the remainder is minus 7x. This can be your answer. Okay, so this thing you have to remember, students, that the degree of that term should be either equal to this or more than that. If it is less than that, that part is going to be as remainder. Okay, Now let's go for the fourth sum. I can calculate here fourth sum. Here it is 3x cube plus 2x square minus 5. This is divided by 2x. Now this dividend 3x cube plus 2x square minus 5. We have to divide this by 2x. Now what should be the term such that the product should be equal to this? You can go for the rough work part. This is 3x cube divided by 2x. What will be the quotient here? 3 divided by 2 you can keep as it is 3 upon 2. X cube divided by x, you will get it x square. So here you get the quotient in the fraction form. Never mind, you can write this 3 upon 2 x square, product of which is going to be this. Product of this 3 upon 2 x square into 2x. You can see that 2 gets cancelled. 3x cube. This is the product. So you can write this 3x cube product over here. Subtraction sign 0. Now taking this plus 2x square. Okay. Now by which term you should multiply 2x to get 2x square? If it is possible for you to visualize to get what should be the term, you can go directly. 2x should be multiplied by plus x. So x into x you can get it x square. So you get the product 2x square. If it is not possible for you to do orally, you can certainly go for the rough work part as told before. 2x square divided by x, 2x 2 get cancelled, x square divided by x, you get it x. As this sign is plus, this is also going to be plus. Okay. So this will get cancelled and now minus 5. Okay. So this divisor having term x, power, no power means power is 1, the degree of the divisor is 1. Here there is no x, with power 1, its degree is 0. So you have to stop here. So this is your quotient and this is your remainder. So you can write that answer that quotient is 3 upon 2 x square plus x and the remainder is minus 5. So this we have seen for the division by a monomial. Okay. So we have learned already all these things in the previous classes. We have just recalled this because we will require all this previous knowledge for our next calculations. Now we will recall how to divide a binomial. Okay. So let's go for that. So second in that first it is 5x square plus 5x plus 6 is divided by a binomial now x plus 2. Okay. Now when we are dividing by a binomial, the dividend should be in its standard form. Okay. You will come to know why I am saying so when we will do sums based on this. So means if it is if the highest power is 2, then the power with 1, variable power with 1 and then 0 should be there. So the degree is 2 here. So the second power, first power and then no power of the variable, that is 0 power. So it is already in the standard form. So we can write that dividend as it is x square plus 5x plus 6 which is divided by x plus 2. Okay. Now our divisor not a monomial, it is a binomial. So it has got a companion with it. Only we don't have one term, it has companion of plus 2. So what should we do for division? Let's see, here also we can do the rough work column. That will be very much helpful to you to get the answer. Okay, now here what we have to do, take the first term and divide by only the first term of the divisor. Take the first term of the dividend and divide it by the first term of the divisor. So if you divide x square by x, what is the division? X square divided by x, we get it x. So this you write here as in the quotient part. Means what we are going to do? Now we are going to multiply with x, but not only x, it has a companion here now. So we have to multiply this x with plus 2 also. So what will be the product of this? So this x, if you multiply with x plus 2, you are going to get x into x square and x plus into 2 is going to be 2x. Okay. So when you multiply by this monomial to the binomial, we get the binomial which you have to write here. Okay. So x into x, you get it x square, which will write the below x square term, and this 2x, x multiplied by plus 2, you will get it plus 2x, that we will write below the 5x term. So we will write this terms, like terms below the like terms. Okay. Now here when I am writing here plus 2x. Now here let me tell you, suppose this term is absent over here. There is only x square plus 6. So x square and plus 6, if you write it closer, then where you will write this plus 2x term. So if you have that only two terms present and the x term is absent, in that case you can write that x term with the 0 coefficient. So that it will be easier for you that when we get the product like this, so you can write this plus 2x below this 0x. Okay. If in case if this term is not there, only you have x square and plus 6, only two terms and the x term is missing. In that case what you will do? You will write the absent term, that x term with the 0 coefficient. As the coefficient is 0, we are not changing its value. Okay. But then you can write that like term below the like term properly. Now here as when we want to do subtraction, this plus term will become minus as well as this plus term will become minus. Now x square minus x square will get cancelled. This is 0. Now what is this plus 5x? And we will consider this 2x as minus 2x. So plus 5x minus 2x will get it. 5 minus 2, 3. And that 3 will have bigger number sign plus 3x. Now we have to take the one term over here down. Yes. So here we have completed one phase of the division. Now the second phase will start now. So let's put a dot. Dash over here. So plus 3x divided by x. Okay. Now these are the two terms of the division process. Dividend. Take this first term plus 3x divided by this x. So what will be the divisor? X will get cancelled. We will get plus 3. So this we will write in the quotient part. Plus 3. Okay. Now if you multiply with this plus 3 with x plus 2, this is the divisor. What is the product? It is 3x plus 3x plus 3 2s are 6. So this is the product which you will write down here. So it is plus 3x and plus 6. Understand that these terms we are getting by multiplying this plus 3 with the binomial. Okay. So here let's do subtraction. Plus will become minus as well as this plus 6 also will become minus 6. Plus 3x and this will get cancelled. Remainder is 0. Now here you get quotient is x plus 3 and the remainder is 0. When we get the remainder is 0, we know that this is the not only divisor but it is a factor of the given polynomial. Okay, we can see that. Okay, so this in this way we get the division of the binomial divided by a binomial. Let's have two more sums which are from practice at 3.2, question number 5. This is the first and this is the second. Okay. Now see the second sum here, which is actually practice set 3.2. So question number 5, in that first sum, the divisor is x cube minus 64 and it is dividend is x cube minus 64 and divisor is x minus 4. As I told you, you have to check what is the dividend. Is it in the proper standard form or not? Means if the degree here you can see the highest power is 3, then it should have 4 terms. Do we have 4 terms? No. We have only 2 terms. It means the 2 terms are missing. Which terms are missing? If you have x cube term, then you should have x square term. Then you should have x term. And then you should have last term should be constant. That the power of the variable is 0. Okay. So the x is to 0 it is. X is to 1 or x is to 0. This is a constant term. Okay. So here we have this x cube term and we have constant term. X is to 0 means it is, you can say constant. These 2 terms we have. So we don't have these middle 2 terms. So we have to, when we write the dividend, we will write this in this standard form with coefficient 0. So it is x cube plus 0x square plus 0x and what is the constant here? It is minus 64. Okay. So this dividend we will write in this way. Okay. X cube plus 0x square plus 0x minus 64. divided by x minus 4. So this is the standard form of the given dividend which we have to write in this division process here. X cube plus 0x square plus 0x minus 64, and the divisor is now x minus 4. Now we have to divide this dividend by this divisor. Let's have a rough work column. What is the first term here? It is x cube divided by the first term x. So x cube, if you divide by x cube divided by x, you will get it x square. When you will get used to of this division process, you can write directly also. It is not at all compulsory that you have to do the rough work column. If you can't go directly, you can do, but sometimes students find it difficult. That's why for them you can do this, certainly this rough work column. Okay. So x cube divided by x, you will get it x square. So x square you have written in the quotient. Now x square should be multiplied by x and as well as multiplied by minus 4. Again, if you can go directly, you can go. Otherwise, you can just write it down here and then you can copy this product. So the product is going to be x cube minus 4x square. Okay. So x square into x cube, x square into minus 4 is 4x cube. So this product we will write x cube below x cube. Now minus 4x square. Minus 4x square we have written below this 0x square. So we have written this x square term for minus 4x square term below this 0x square term. We are writing like term below the like term. So this is the benefit of writing the missing terms with the 0 coefficient. Okay. Now for the subtraction process, change the sign. This will get cancelled. Now plus 0x square plus 4x square, you get it 4x square plus 4x square. Now taking this plus 0x as it is down. So 4x square divided by x. So 4x square divided by x, you will get it 4x. Of course the sign is plus, so this is also going to be plus. So here the quotient is going to be plus 4x. Multiply here 4x into x. So 4x multiplied by x minus 4. We get it 4x square minus 4 4s are 16x. Okay. So let's write here. So this 4x square we will write here 4x square, and minus 16x we will write below this 0x. Okay. So product of this 4x and this x minus 4 we have written over here. Do the subtraction part. Change the sign. This will get cancelled. This 0x plus 16x will get it plus 16x. Copy this plus minus 64 here. Okay. Minus 64. So you are observing that in the division process, whatever the first term out of these two terms, the first term is getting perfectly cancelled. Whatever calculation we have to do for the second term, we have to do it and write it down. And we take one more term below. Now what will be the third term in the quotient? This plus 16x, this is the first term. Divided by x, x will get cancelled. We'll get it plus 16. So this plus 16 is going to be the third term of your dividend. Sorry, quotient. Now plus 16, if you multiply to x minus 4, the product is plus 16x and minus 16 4s are 64. So plus 16x minus 64 is your product. Subtraction you are doing, change the sign, plus will become minus, minus will become plus. Plus 16x minus 16x 0. Minus 64 plus 64 0. That's why here your quotient is x squared plus 4x plus 16 and your remainder is 0. Okay. So this is your division and your answer you can write in this. If you want to write dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder as asked in the textbook, certainly you can write this bracket. This is equal to this divisor into this quotient plus remainder is 0. Okay. So you can write like this. Now let's go to the last question. That is the question number 5th in that second sum. So the second sum is here. What is your dividend? Dividend is 5x cube. I write this. We will check the dividend whether it is in the proper form or not, and we can directly write in the division process. So what is the dividend? 5x cube plus 4x square plus 3 minus 3x cube plus 2x square plus 2, and it is divided by x square minus x. So the highest power of the variable is 5. After that 4, yes, 3, 2, and there is no x term. So x term is missing, which we have to take it as 0x, and then we will write here immediately over here. This is 5x raised to 5 plus 4x raised to 4 minus 3x cube plus 2x square. After this, actually there should be x term, which is not here, missing. So we are writing this 0x plus 2. So this is our dividend, and we are going to divide it by the term. It is x square plus x. Okay. Now, how to divide? This is the binomial. This is a, how many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms. Okay. Now, I think I can rub this part here, so we can do the rougher column here. I don't have space over here, so I will do this rougher column here. Generally, we do it on the right side. That's okay. Now, this is the 5x raised to 5. Okay, 5x raised to 5 divided by x square. So, what is your division? You will get it 5. X raised to 5 minus 2, we will get it cube. So, in quotient, you have to write 5x cube. Now, when you multiply by 5x raised to cube with this divisor x square minus x, do it in the rough. It will be easier for you to copy down here. So 5 x cube into x square, you get it x raised to 5 minus 5 as it is x cube into x, you get it 5x raised to 4. So this product you can copy down here, 5x raised to 5 minus 5x raised to 4. Okay. So this is the one part is over. First term of the dividend is divided by the first term of the divisor. And whatever quotient we have written, multiplied by this to both, we have written down here. Now do the subtraction, change the sign. Of course, this plus and minus terms will get cancelled. Now this is plus 4 and plus 5. It will become plus 9 x raised to 4. Now we have to take the second term, minus 3x cube here. Now for the second here, we have got plus 9x raised to 4, which we are supposed to divide by x square, which is the first term of the divisor. If you divide this, you will get it plus 9x square, which you have to write in the quotient plus 9x square. Now, multiply 9x square with the divisor x square minus x, which is equal to 9 x square into x square, you get it x raised to 4 minus 9 x square into x, you get it x cube. Okay, so copy these terms here, 9 x raised to 4 and minus 9x cube. Okay, now for subtraction, change the sign. Plus will become minus, minus will become plus. This will get cancelled. Plus 9 minus 9 x raised to 4. Then here minus 3 plus 9. Minus 3 plus 9, what will happen? Signs are different. You have to subtract 9 minus 3. So what is 9 minus 3? It is going to be 6. So 6x cube. What is the sign of 6x cube? It is sign of the bigger number 9, which is positive, which is plus 9, 6x square. Sorry, 6x cube. Okay, so this is the remainder over here. Now take this term plus 2x square down. Okay, now let me start here. Third. Now the first term is plus 6x raised to 3 divided by x square. So you get it plus 6x cube divided by x square, you get it 6x. So copying this plus 6x over here. So what is the product of 6x multiplied by x square minus x? The product is 6x cube minus 6x square. Copy this here, plus 6x cube minus 6x square, subtraction, change the sign, 0. Here get plus 6 plus 2, 8x square, signs are same, you have to add, you have to take now this plus 0x. Okay, now the next part you have to divide 8x square dividing by x square. X square gets cancelled, you get it plus 8. Okay. So here you have to write that quotient part plus 8 term. Now multiply with the 8. Therefore 8 plus 8 multiplied by x square minus x. You get it 8x square minus 8x. Copy this product below the like terms. Plus 8x square minus 8x. So we have to write this minus 8x below this 0x. Okay. Which term was actually missing, but we have written with the 0 as a coefficient. So we are able to write this x term below the x term. Do the subtraction, change the sign. This will get 0 plus 0 plus 8 is going to be plus 8x. Now what is the last term remained over here? Plus 2. Okay. Can we divide this plus 8x by x square? No. Because the degree of this first term is 2 and the other degree is 1. That's why we have to stop here. This is going to be remainder. Whatever is going to be remainder. Okay. You can find that generally we get this quotient also in the descending order of the power of the variable. Here the power, first power is 3, then 2, then 1, and then we have got constant. Okay, so after constant you are not going to get any term. That's why your quotient is 5x cubed plus 9x square plus 6x plus 8. Let me put bracket over here and a line over here. And remainder is 8x plus 2. This is your remainder. Okay. As your degree of the divisor is 2, you cannot divide where the degree has become 1, which is lesser than that divisor. Okay. So we have recalled these sums of division by normal division process. Okay. Now in the next video, we are going to learn how to divide by different methods, synthetic division, linear division, and we will learn some more things in this lesson about value and all that. So I hope you have recalled this topic properly. Whatever the small things in this division you have to keep in mind, you have understood properly, and if you have liked it, please give me your likes. Your comments are also welcome, and if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much.